Agent Power Huddle is a daily jumpstart, giving you all the tools you need to create an amazing real estate career. Led by top experts in the field, you'll learn how to sell more houses in less time while creating the life you want. Welcome to the Agent Power Huddle.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Sorry for the delay. I had some technical difficulty. So nobody has their camera on, huh? You don't want to put your camera on, make me feel like I'm talking to a real person? Thank you. Today, I am going to walk you through how to set up a Google ad using YouTube. Hold on one second. I'm actually in here twice, Autumn. I don't know how I did that. A Google ad using your Google Ads dashboard versus your YouTube content manager. And I'll show you what I mean by that, because there is a way to set up a YouTube ad right from your YouTube dashboard, content dashboard. But the better way to do it is through your Google Ads account. So in order to do this, you will need, there we go. In order to do this, you will need a Google Ad account. If you haven't created one already, it's very easy to do. You just go on to, you can even search, do a search, set up my Google Ad account. I'm not going to go over that with you on this training, but it's fairly easy to do. So I am going to share my screen. Okay, and the first thing I want to show you is where I was mentioning you could set up an ad through your YouTube, sorry, that's not the right page, your YouTube content page. So as soon as my computer loads, I'll show that to you. Okay, so here I am in my channel content, and you'll look over to where it has those three little dots right there. And if you click on that, of course, my computer's not going to cooperate. There we go. If you click on that, you'll see here it says promote. Okay. So you could run an ad using a YouTube video this way. However, it won't have the customization and advanced targeting options. The insights aren't as good. It's almost like, compare it to almost like a Facebook boost, okay, versus going into Facebook and setting up through your Facebook ads manager, okay? So you aren't really able to directly target your audiences here. You can target location, but that's about it, okay? So the better way to do that is to go to your Google Ads Manager. Now, is anybody running Google Ads already for your YouTube videos? No? Okay.
I do times, yeah.
Oh, you are? Okay, great. So it's very similar to setup. Is everybody running Facebook ads? I would guess, probably.
Yeah. Few times only, not regularly. Yeah.
Okay. So the setup is very similar to Facebook, except that with Google, you can do a lot more than you can with Facebook, okay, by targeting your audiences and demographics here on Google. It's much better. So you're going to hit create, and I'm just going to walk you through this as if I were setting up my own ad. Just like with Facebook, you're going to start with your campaign level, right? And the way I do it is, you can have a campaign, say if you were targeting home sellers, right? And then that would be your campaign name, home sellers. Then the next level down is your ad set, right? Not the actual ad, or Google calls it ad group, right? So you're going to narrow that down a little bit more. Say, okay, so I'm targeting home sellers now that are downsizing, right? So maybe your campaign is home sellers, your ad set is downsizing, and then your ad itself will be whatever the video is about. That's how I do it. Some people do a campaign for each video, but I find it a little easier to read the analytics if you have them under one campaign. So that being said, so your first thing, you're going to come here. And again, just like Facebook, right? You're going to pick your ad objective. So for realtors, usually the best thing I believe is either leads or website traffic. I generally use website traffic because I use funnels. And so I want my leads to go to my funnel so that I can collect their information. But you could also use leads, and very similar to Facebook, they have a form that they would fill out here. Okay. Brand awareness and reach is just like Facebook, where it's going to deliver to the people that are likely to remember your brand, right? And of course, sometimes the sales app promotion, we probably wouldn't use those as agents unless you have some sort of a product or book you're selling, right? You could also create a campaign without a goals guidance. In this situation, Google will kind of determine what is best based on who you're targeting, what the ad is about. So you could do that as well if you trust Google, but I always do website traffic. So I'm going to pick that. Okay. All right. So these conversion goals are any action that you want the lead to take. Okay. You can create more if you have another ad with an action that they have to take, like a link click to go to your website or a download or whatever. You would add that here. Okay. But for here, the ones I have are just for people to go to my website. Okay. All right. And now you're going to select your campaign type. So this is where you'll click video. This is how Google will know that you're going to be running a YouTube video. Okay. So you have to have a YouTube channel also to be able to do this. You can't just upload a video. It has to come from your YouTube channel. Okay. All right. And so then we're going to hit continue. Okay. So here's where we would name it. Like we said, home sellers. Oops. My computers. Okay. On the campaign level is also where you pick your location. Now, unlike Facebook, you can really target in your location here. It doesn't have to be a 15-mile radius, which is wonderful for us, right? Because a lot of times 15 miles, that might be a community that we don't know anything about. So here, you can just put in the name of your town. So I'm going to put my town. And you can also, I don't know if you saw that, but you can also exclude. So if there's a community or town nearby that you don't want to do business in, you can exclude that town as well. Okay. One thing to note is that you cannot put zip code. It won't approve the ad. You have to, for whatever reason, Google doesn't like that. And you have to put the name of the town or county or state, whatever it is, just no zip codes. Okay. So here you can tell whatever language your ads are in, you can tell them that you want to target just to those people or both. Okay. And then for your bid strategy here, I always use maximize conversions. Okay. That's what we were talking about on the other page was your conversions. That's the most important thing is those conversions. That's what we want. So that's what I always put here for bid strategy. And then here, just like Facebook, you can pick a daily amount, or you can do a campaign total, up to you. My recommendation is to do a daily so that you can kind of see how it's performing day by day. Okay. Generally, $8 to $10 a day is probably going to get you some good interactions, but obviously the more you spend, the better it'll do. So let's say we're going to do 10. Okay. Yeah, see, it tells you, do you want to spend more money? So I'm just going to say no. And then if you want to put an end date, you can put an end date here. Otherwise, for me, it's better to put an end date because sometimes I forget if I have a lot of ads running and then it will just go on and on and on. And suddenly I have, a $400 ad spend bill. So it's always good to put an end date, I would say. So we'll put an end date for a week. Okay. So networks, we just want it to play as many places as it can, and it already picked that for us. So we're going to just go with that. For whatever reason, it's not letting us pick Google TV, but that's okay. We're YouTube and video partners on the display network. Okay. A site link is if you have a website and you want to link it to your ad somehow, or if you have another blog page or landing page, you can link it here with a site link, but I don't do it. I don't do that because I'm already directing the ad to my website, so I don't really need to do that. Okay. And then we're already at ad group here. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is important too. Frequency capping. Okay. You can limit how many times a day a person will see your ad. And ad fatigue can be pretty detrimental. So I would suggest if you're running a traffic or reach brand awareness ad that you put a cap frequency on there. I'd say probably 2 or 3. 2 is probably good, 2 or 3 times a day. Anything more than that, I think, would lead to ad fatigue. So my suggestion is to do 2. Okay. All right. So we are at our ad group name. So let's say that this ad group is going to be for downsizing. Okay. So here is where we can create our audiences. Okay. And you can do that by adding just a demographic, like a custom segment. A custom segment would be, here, I'll also show you mine. So browse. Okay, so I have home sellers, and then this was a custom audience I created for another type of video. But you can create as many as you want. Home buyers, homeowners. Let's see if we can create, actually, no, sorry. Yeah. So these are our own custom segments. You create your custom segments back in the first group, and I'll show you that after. But let's just keep going here. You'll want to, whatever segments you have, segments are groups of people that you want to target, just like audiences. So segments is another name for a type of viewer. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So when we create an audience, we're going to just base it on whatever segments we have created or have created by running ads, if that makes sense. So create home sellers, we have that here, and we're going to say, okay, so now we're targeting to our home sellers, and it says it's 1 billion to 5 billion weekly impressions. However, we're going to narrow that down a little bit because that's a huge audience. Okay. All right. Let's see. So now we're down to our ad, and we're going to pick our video. So you're going to go back to YouTube, whatever video you want to run. I'm just going to grab one just to put it in there. Shareable link. Go back. I'm going to put this here. Okay. Now, the good thing about YouTube ads is that the ad copy doesn't matter as much as it does on Facebook. What's important is your headline and your subheadline. Okay, so you want to make a headline that is really attracting the viewer, because you have less than 2 seconds to grab their attention or something like that. It's not much time at all. So if I were doing an ad about, that's a silly face. If I were doing an ad about downsizing, I would probably say overwhelmed ugh. And you're so limited too on the amount of characters, so it's super challenging, right? So maybe I'll put this is the call to action. No wonder it's not letting me do that. Here we go. Overwhelmed. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll put RU, and then on the bottom, we'll put overwhelmed by clutter or something like that. Okay. Obviously, if we're running an ad, there's ways to check what keywords would perform well. If you have something like TubeBuddy or vidIQ, those are extensions to YouTube that will help you with how well a certain keyword will perform. So if you don't have those already, take a look into them. They're very cheap per month.
What I do? I didn't get it.
They help you with your titles and headlines. Right? They have a measure here. I'll show you.
And you said TubeBuddy and one more you said. I didn't get it.
It's TubeBuddy and vidIQ.
Okay, thank you.
I can put them in the chat actually for you.
I got it. Dear. Got it.
Okay. So here's the TubeBuddy extension. I'm just going to show you this real quick because it's super important when you're titling your ads and videos. If you go over here, once you open up the TubeBuddy dashboard, if you go over here to Keyword Explorer, okay, you can put your keyword in here in the search bar, and it will rate how well it will perform. So, for example, if I were going to put ready to downsize, let's say. Your home. And we hit explore, it will tell me if that's a good title or not. Okay. So here it says very good. So here you want them in green, even though it seems like they should be on the other side low. You want them in green because that means that they're the most optimized to do well. Okay. Does that make sense? Everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So that's helped me so much with even not running ads, but even just titling my YouTube videos to come up organically in a search. That will be an amazing tool for you. Okay. So we'll go back to our Google Ads. My computer's so slow. Sorry, guys. Does anybody have any questions? Actually, now while we're waiting for this to load.
In your knowledge, like which one you preferred, either the Facebook ad or the Google, which one you preferred?
I like Google because you can target more.
Correct.
And I'm going to show you that in a second here.
Yeah.
You can target location better, like I was showing you. Okay. And then here, I'm going to go back here. Strategy. Oh my goodness, this computer is so slow.
That's
okay. You can also optimize targeting. I don't know why that's not opening.
It's okay. Thank you.
It's strange. Anyway, okay. Well, let's go back to finish the ad and we can.
Yeah.
I'll answer that after. Okay. Clutter, whatever it is. Let's. Okay, whatever. Okay. So ad name, we're going to call this downsize sellers. Okay. And then we're going to create the campaign, which I'm not going to do, but I'm going to hit it and then I'm going to pause it I just want you to see, oh, I forgot to put my website in. Okay, so we're going to take it to, okay, so that's the final URL right there. It doesn't have to be what you show them though. So say if, why isn't that? I don't know why that's not. I think my computer's just frozen. It doesn't have to be what you show them. So say if you want to take them to a long link that, a landing page that maybe has a long trail link, you can tell them here what you want them to see. So say if maybe I want them to see downsize. This computer's killing me. But you get the idea. Downsize your home, maybe downsize / your home, or whatever it is. Whatever the ad is about, you can have the URL show that. It doesn't have to be, as long as this link here is where you want them to go, you can call it whatever you want. Okay.
Okay.
So maybe I want them to say downsize your home. There we go. Perfect.
Is this URL, are you creating it or it's just imaginary?
This, what I just put in, it's just what it shows them. But really, it's going to take them to my website.
Okay, got it.
If I had a downsizing funnel,
okay,
or landing page, I would put that URL here.
Got it.
All right. I don't know what's not taking. Okay, and then you're going to pick your call to action. That's probably the most important thing. Whether it be learn more, watch more, if there's more of a longer version of your video, maybe on your website, maybe your ad is just a short clip of a video that you'd like them to see. So then you'd put watch more and lead them to the full length video. And that's actually not a bad idea. I do that sometimes because you can't, these ads are, skippable. This is going to be one of those ads in front of a video. When somebody starts watching a video plays that's an ad and they can skip, right? Mm-hmm. So it's really important to put the best part of the video as your ad, especially if you're trying to sell or set up an appointment or a home valuation or whatever it is that you want out of this.
Yeah.
Definitely say that in the ad and then maybe put the full length video on your website.
Okay, got it.
Okay. But these are all of the actions that you can do. You can have them download something. Maybe you just want them to subscribe to your channel. So those are all of the different call to actions. And then from here, you just hit create and it will create the campaign. And just like Facebook, it takes some time to approve. Okay, so Google has to approve it. But they're not, like I said, they're not as strict as Facebook.
Okay.
So you're able to really get specific in those audience creations. Okay, which I can do in another video. In another class, I will show you how to create those audiences because we kind of ran out of time here. But
I did it. It's such a good class. Glad I attended.
So good. Does anybody have any last questions?
Means like you told Google you are attracting more, right? I think you are right. Facebook is very restricted. Only if somebody is in the Facebook, they can see your information. Google means like a vast majority of the people you can target, right?
Yes. And because also people are searching on Google, right?
Yeah.
So they're searching for something specific, which is why the targeting is so important. On Facebook, it's more of a scroll.
Yeah, scroll up. They come for relationship, not for the business,
Yeah, I can see. Just real quick before we go, I wanted to just point out here this tools and settings.
Yeah, sure.
This is a tab where you can go and create your audiences like I was talking about earlier, but also get your insights, adjust the insight view, and also your billing if you want to go in here and look up, because your Google ad account can add up quickly. So my recommendation is to go in there and check that periodically too.
Okay.
Okay. So here's what it looks like. Okay. This is where you set up your conversions, like the first thing I said. Okay, this is where you do your audiences here. Okay, and we'll do that in a different class.
Please, I need it.
All right.
I did only one.
All right. Well, for what?
How long you are doing Google ad, and what is your thought on it? Are you doing from more than 1 year or just asking?
Oh, no, I've been running Google ads for a long time. Few years, 4 years.
Okay, you like it and you got the leads, right?
Yes, I've had many leads from my YouTube ads. Yeah.
What is the frequency you send that? What is the frequency you do? You add like every week or every day? How do you?
I try to have one running all the time, but usually if I have a listing, then I'll do more. I'll do one just for my listing, but I try to have one running all the time to set up an appointment with me or a Zoom call to talk about cash offers and things like that.
Okay. And your budget, just asking, is it $1,000, $2,000 per month?
It depends on how much you want, but it at least I would budget $500 a month. You want good results.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Wonderful.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for coming on.
Much. Thank you so much.
If you'd like more information or to get connected to the Agent Power Huddle, join our free Facebook group. This call was designed for the agents in our EXP organization, but open to any agent from any brokerage. If you're a guest and you're interested in learning more about EXP or our specific resources within the Agent Collective, reach out to the person who invited you to this call to get more info. Produced by the Agent Collective Media Network.